Go ahead and try to repeat what you see in video games without it seeming super weird. Hi folks, it's Falcon, and today on gameranx, 10 people who tried video game tricks in real life. Number 10. One of the things that gets thieves caught more than anything else is appearing on a security camera. Some thieves simply wear masks, some wear nylons. People just try to do things to obscure their faces on account that is the thing that gets them identified and, well, caught. This gentleman realized, hey, there's a way around that that's even easier. Solid Snake fooled all those people by simply hiding under a box. Solid Snake is like the expert when it comes to stealth, why not follow his advice? So he did, and didn't get caught because he was wearing a box on his head, and that pretty much did the trick. A camera can't see through a box. Number 9, the Fortnite Dance appeared at the World Cup 2018, and we have talked about, a few athletes doing some Fortnite things, and you know just how popular Take the L is, and if you don't know what that means, then that means you don't play Fortnite, because that's literally just like ever present. But hey, it's also like in the real world now, pretty much all the time. In baseball, in the NFL, and now at the World Cup. God help us all. Number 8, the RAF, the Royal Air Force, the British Air Force, has been urged by a former deputy commander, Air Marshal Greg Bagwell, to recruit more 18 or 19-year-old kids out of their bedrooms with the belief that they pretty much are the best drone pilots, which, hey, that doesn't terrify me at all. I mean, sure, drones are very effective. They've done a lot of work against the Islamic State in Syria, but it's also kind of weird to actively try to take kids that were playing like Call of Duty and have them kill people with machines that work a lot like their video games. But the world and all. That's how it is. Number 7, when you live on an island, sometimes mist rolls in, or fog, or things that are a little bit heavier in an island climate than inland. For those who like to Silent Hill cosplay, this is apparently a dream come true. This gentleman in this photo just decided that, hey, it's time to dress up like Pyramid Head and hang around in the middle of the road at 2 a.m. It's misty out, the lights are on, it looks exactly like Silent Hill. Whoever took the picture didn't know this person and was like walking around at 2 a.m. and just found Pyramid Head standing around. Can you imagine that? I don't think I'd be able to sleep that night. Number 6, I don't even really honestly know what to say. When people do the Ocelot gun spinning in real life, it's awesome. I don't care if you like guns, if you don't like guns, it doesn't even matter to me. The gun aspect of this is a distant secondary thought. When people do this, it's incredible. Like, seriously. Wow. Every time, I'm just amazed. Number 5, a 21-year-old gamer. Somebody basically at college age, got a job as a football manager because they played Football Manager. Now, it's not just because he played Football Manager. He was obviously very good at Football Manager. And it's not like he didn't have competition. An actual, French, very experienced manager applied for the position. So you think that Sega game that you have on your phone is not worth playing? This is a Swedish kid that took a managerial position with one of Azerbaijan's top football clubs. Number 4, a guy stole an SUV and went onto the highway with it. Now, police were onto him pretty much immediately. They were chasing him, they had a helicopter recording the whole thing, and what does this guy do? He stops in front of a minivan, steals it Grand Theft Auto style, and I'm not joking, pulls the person out, the other person jumps out all scared just like in the game, and he drives it onto the highway, gets on the wrong side of the highway, don't tell me you haven't done that in GTA, causes a crash, takes off on foot, and can't get over a fence with jumping, which is just entirely a GTA sequence of events. Except for he was arrested and obviously went to jail for a number of things. Let's just say pretty high wanted level. Number 3, a grandmother and her 10-year-old and 4-year-old grandchildren were out driving. The grandmother, like most normal people, was talking to the children. Most people don't just sit in cars dead silent, but mid-sentence she passed out. She actually had a minor heart attack while driving. And as you might know, that is kind of a really terrifying prospect. The 10-year-old had played Mario Kart of all things, and that taught him get her foot off of the gas pedal because the gas speeds you up, and also steer off of the road where there are obstacles. Nobody got injured, everybody lived, including the grandmother who had the heart attack. Honestly, what a phenomenal story. I realized that the kid could have easily learned how to drive anywhere else, but that Mario Kart clicked in his mind and he thought, I can do this and we probably won't die. It's great. I mean, that's a great instance of something that seems like it can't really help saving lives. Number 2, an Instagram user by the name of Honey and Toast recreated all of the dishes that you can make in Final Fantasy 15, and I realized that that sounds very not difficult. If you did one of them a day, it would take almost a year. Now yes, some of the meat is obviously not from the various fictional monsters that you can make food out of. Some of it happens to be regular plain old earth meat. Yes, that's true. But he did so much work in making the food look just like it does in the game, and it does. You have to at least look at it. I mean, fair warning, it's gonna make you hungry. It looks delicious. And finally, number 1, I know we did one where somebody did Grand Theft Auto in real life, but this person did a different Grand Theft Auto thing in real life. They got a truck, they got on the rails, and they were like, you know what? I know how most of your stuff can't chase me. I'm going to go underground in a rail tunnel. You're not going to be able to do a darn thing to stop me. And as it turns out, it's true. They weren't able to do a darn thing to stop him. They did eventually catch him, though, after he abandoned the truck inside the tunnels and hid in a storage closet. I mean, points for creativity, man. There's not exactly a lot of hiding places in train tunnels, at least that people who are trained to find stuff are gonna have any real trouble with. A quick bonus point, a couple months ago, they had a gamer versus a driver in a third-person but real driving thing where they used cameras and blackout windows to make it so that driving a car was as much like driving it in a video game as possible. We actually talked about it in our Weird Gaming Stories a couple months ago, and it's wild. You should watch the whole video. It really is wild. If you ever tried a video game trick in real life, leave us a comment, let us know, tell us the juicy details about how that ended up. And if you like this video, click like. If you're not subscribed, now's a great time to do so. We upload brand new videos every day of the week, and the best way to see them first is, of course, a subscription. As always, thank you very much for watching this video. I'm Falcon. You can follow me on Twitter at Falcon the Hero. We'll see you next time, right here on gameranx.